The role of amphibious landing craft is to transport stores from vessels moored a short distance offshore to points a few miles inland. They're designed to tackle whatever type of beach exists where the operation is taking place. It's quite possible that no port facilities at all are available, and these landing craft will be the only method by which troops and stores can be landed. The craft may have to travel through surf, then cross soft or hard sand beaches, and then climb loose shingle banks before they get onto reasonably hard ground. Here are several different types of amphibious vehicles tackling some of the typical obstacles they're likely to encounter. Throughout these tests, all the vehicles are carrying their full rated load. First, the amphibious Jeep, which is a version of the standard Jeep developed in America for the United States War Department and equipped to carry an 800-pound payload. This and the preceding vehicle shown will now take runs at varying obstacles. The demonstration was arranged by the Ministry of Supply, TT2, in conjunction with the War Office. The Jeep, with its four-wheel drive, tackles the number 1 sand slope, but fails on the first run through trying a left-hand turn too soon before reaching the crest. So he backs away and takes another run at it. This time the Jeep makes it, but you'll notice that there is a certain amount of wheel spin. Next, the Aqua Cheetah, produced in the United States and about to take the same sand dune. This vehicle has a four-wheel drive with independent springing and carries a payload of 1,000 pounds. This is an experimental vehicle and has not been designed to fulfill any existing requirements. Here, the Aqua Cheetah is correctly driven and makes the run up the sand dune successfully. Now the Duck, also produced in America for the United States War Department. This vehicle is mainly used as a load carrier. It has a payload of 5,000 pounds. The chassis is of American origin with an overall length of 31 feet and a 6-wheel drive. The Duck tackles the same sand slope. It's well driven and does a good climb. Next comes the Terrapin. This vehicle was designed by TT2, Ministry of Supply, to meet a particular specification which restricted its length to 23 feet. For this reason, it has not the same opportunity of achieving as good seagoing characteristics as the Duck. It's an unsprung amphibian with a payload of 4 long tons. Long tons, of course, are British tons as opposed to the American 2,000-pound ton, so that the Terrapin has a payload of 8,960 pounds. It has an 8-wheel drive with twin engines. Each engine drives one side of the vehicle. It's steered by driving one side faster than the other by throttle control of one or the other of the engines. Here you see the Terrapin well driven, and it makes a good run up the sand slope. Now here's the Jeep tackling a shingle bank. It just makes it with very little to spare. The Aqua Cheetah tackles the shingle bank, but fails on the first run through wheel spin and bellying. It has another go, but fails again for the same reason. Here comes the duck on the same shingle bank. And the duck makes it. Now the Terrapin on the same bank. See the setting of the front wheels, set higher than the rest. This wheel arrangement is a great help on this or similar obstacles. Here we have the Jeep going into the water and through surf, driven by a single propeller. As it comes out of the water, it meets a very soft shingle beach, and there wheel spin stops it. Now the Aqua Cheetah takes the plunge. This is also driven by a single propeller. See how the Aqua Cheetah gets over the shingle where the Jeep's stuck. This is because of the Aqua Cheetah's large, low-pressure tires, which help the vehicle over this type of very loose surface. Next comes the duck. Single propeller again. Here the duck rides broadside onto the waves. It's quite a steady job in spite of the choppy seas and has good maneuverability. Here's the Terrapin, and a nice job of changing over from land to water. propulsion here is by twin propellers. In spite of its short length, this amphibian obviously has considerable ability to deal with rough seas, although it does hamper it with actual speed in the water. Here you see the Terrapin riding broadside onto the waves. It's a thoroughly stable craft, however choppy the sea may be.